Time for an update on the 1931 K29 Polish Mauser project. The sporterized donor rifle came in. Take a closer look at it. So obviously the bolt has been bent and sporterized. No real way of recovering that. It is 1931 FB Ratum dated with the nice eagle crest on the receiver. Additionally, it does look like this kind of falls into a topic that I covered in my WZ29 collecting video, where on the 1931 models, the crest appears to have been like 5 degrees offset from the 12 o'clock position. So another data point for that. Got the nice Polish Eagle proof marks over here on the receiver right-hand side, as well as the barrel. Taking a look at the end of the barrel here, it is not import marked anywhere, which is really nice. Taking a look at the front sight, it looks like the previous owner put a little bit of white paint on the front sight post, which should be able to be easily removed. No other modifications made there. Since it's 1931 dated, it is a K29 designation here on the side rail. And we've got our matching serial number on the receiver and the barrel. The floor plate and the trigger guard both match. The front sight also matches as well. And curiously, it looks like it's double stamped. Like I see a 8 over here as well, but the 14 is over stamped on that. On the other side, I see a marking of a D and a hexagon. I'll put up a bigger picture just to kind of help illustrate that a little bit better. But from taking a look at a Polish reference book, it looks like that is the marking of Major Dzierżynski, who is a military acceptance inspector, and that's his stamp. Flipping that open, this is also marked with the serial number 14 on the leaf spring here, as well as the rear sight ladder, and the slider is not marked. And then additionally, there is another D within the hexagon right over here. I'll put up a better picture of that. On the ejector and bolt release assembly over here, there is no serial marking on the top, and it looks like there's another D in the hexagon military acceptance marking right over there that we previously discussed. I'll get a closer picture of that. And what's interesting is that there is no riveted dimple on the spring over here that you typically see on WZ29s, which is kind of interesting. Now, one thing in the listing for this rifle was that it was mentioned that the trigger was replaced with one of those Timney aftermarket triggers. I'm not really a big fan of it because it's like super light. Like, check out this travel. There's no, it feels like I barely touched it and the bolt released. So I'm going to replace this with, I think I have a Spanish Civil War WZ29 spare trigger assembly that I'll put in place of this one. As far as bore condition goes, it is excellent. It's really hard to kind of capture this on film, but like it's really nice and shiny. I don't see a lot of frost or pitting. And to be honest, it's better than any of the other Polish Mausers that I have in my collection. So this one should be an excellent shooter. All right, and in taking a look at the bolt, this was a little bit saddening for me to take a look at. I see the serial markings. It's 86 on the safety flag, the shroud, the cocking piece. And let's see, I don't see any marking over here on the extractor. Any serial number over here on the bolt stem for the bolt body, that's long gone. And then here's the part that made me really sad. So I see some like typical Polish Lucky Charms that are over here on the bolt stem, and then looks like the remnants of a Polish eagle that's still kind of like warped and deformed over there on this bolt handle. So if the guy that sporterized this rifle knew how much these original Polish marked bolts that are matching go for these days, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have stopped what he was doing right then and there. All right, with the bolt disassembled, see some more Polish Lucky Charm proof marks, and I'll throw some additional pictures of what those look like up close. And next we'll take this apart and kind of take a look at some parts that were obscured by the sporterized stock. Okay, now that we have the stock off, we'll take a look at what else we can see. Nothing terribly exciting. Here's the chimney trigger, which I removed the pin for so that I can easily remove it. So maybe I'll post this for sale or something to recoup some funds. On the underside, just the typical Lucky Charm proof marks. So the next step for the project is to get some of this surface rust cleaned up with some very fine bronze wool. I'll get the action oiled up. I'll install the Spanish Civil War the trigger assembly, and put it into the new stock, and we'll do a sort of conclusion video once everything's put together. Stay tuned for the next update.